So I'm getting increasingly convinced that the marketing team at OpenAI, the team that's in charge of creating and producing and releasing the demo for their products, I'm beginning to suspect that every single one of them is actually an AI because they're so disconnected from reality. And I'll give you an example. Here, the other day, they released the new chat mode of ChatGPT. Finally, after long months of waiting, there was a whole debacle with the Scarlett Johansson voice. Anyway, they found a voice. They released a demo yesterday. And here, let's play the demo because this thing is absolutely just unhinged. Like, I don't understand why they think this is a good use case. Here, let's take a look together.
Hey ChatGPT, I want to apologize to my grandma for being really late.
Stop right there. Okay, so the use case here is this. I'm assuming this is a young person, a teenager in their 20s, I guess, wants to apologize to their grandmother for being late using ChatGPT, meaning, hey, let's not talk to grandma, okay? Let's not reach out to grandma, give her a call. Let's add a layer of artificial intelligence between me and grandma, because exactly, I mean, that's my biggest concern right now, is that I don't have enough time in my day to apologize to distant relatives and to grandmothers and to grandfathers who I've made an appointment with or I'm going to see, that I am running late. I mean, unless the grandma here is like unless this is Red Riding Hood, right? Unless that she is afraid that her grandmother is about to be eaten by a wolf and she's sending this message to maybe warn the grandma because they have a secret code that when I say I'm late as an AI, then I just don't get it. Like, what's the use case here, okay? Oh, so let's continue watching the video.
Sweet of you to think about apologizing. How about something like, Grandma, I'm really sorry for being so late. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. Can I make it?
I mean, okay, so ChatGPT comes back with a suggestion, and it's like, hey, how about just saying, hey, Grandma, sorry for being late. But that's I mean, you don't need ChatGPT for that. You could have just literally just in the time it took you to ask ChatGPT for a response, you could have just said, hey, Grandma, I'm running a little late. Sorry, I'll see you soon. I love you. Whatever, you know, I don't know what the deal is here. But actually, if we watch the rest of this video here, because we'll see why
She speaks Mandarin.
Got it. You could say, 奶奶，对不起，我迟到了。我不是故意让您等这么久的。我可以怎么补偿您呢? This shows your apology and willingness to make it up to her.
Okay, so stop. Wait a second. Whoa. So the grandma doesn't even speak English? She's Chinese? She speaks Mandarin Chinese? What? I mean, okay. Great. So ostensibly the use case is now not about messaging grandma, right? Because at scale, you know, how many of those messages, I mean, how many grandmas, you know, I mean, this just doesn't work. The numbers don't work out. But like, if your grandma doesn't even speak your language and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna send grandma an AI message in Mandarin, even though she knows that I have no idea how to speak Mandarin, and she's not gonna be weirded out by this, that her granddaughter all of a sudden is sending her messages in Mandarin. She has no idea what this thing is. She has no idea how this message was sent. Also, are we not concerned in the least bit about grandma's like mental state? Like, is she not going to be overly confused, maybe terrified, maybe, like, in a way you could look at this as sort of gaslighting grandma, because grandma's going to get this message in Mandarin Chinese from her granddaughter who's never said a word or expressed really any interest in Mandarin culture. All of a sudden she's getting a message in perfect Mandarin. She's going to be confused. She's going to be thinking that maybe something is not right in her brain, right? You are older adults are it's a very vulnerable population, okay? You don't want to surprise them with stuff like this because this is terrifying, all right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope it goes well with your grandma.
And then it's like, thank you, you're welcome, I hope it goes well with grandma. It's just a terrible exchange. Okay, right, I'm a bit cynical, I get it. I'm a bit cynical and I'm very critical of OpenAI, but it just doesn't seem like the person who scripted, because this thing is totally scripted, right? It's not like they came in one day, like, hey, let's do a demo, and boom, we're gonna release it. No, it was scripted. It went through layers and layers and layers of people that are looking at this, making comments, making changes, making edits, I don't know. And all these people are saying, yeah, this is a really good use case. Let's get ChatGPT to send apology messages in Mandarin Chinese to people's grandmothers. I can just see how how are you going to recoup all those billions of dollars of investment just by this alone? Okay, I know. There's like, you can extrapolate other use cases from this, using it in business to translate on the fly. But if you don't know what you're translating, and you're just relying on ChatGPT, who might be hallucinating, you could be starting an international incident with your grandmother because you have no idea if what the actual translation is or the Mandarin is accurate. And also, that's not you saying it. I mean, I can understand maybe in a business setting. Maybe in a business setting, but even then, I'd be very, very careful not to do that in a business setting because that's like so much risk involved. Anyway, OpenAI, please get some real humans to work on your demos. All right, real humans, people like flesh and blood. I think I'm one. I don't know, but other people like me who are humans who can look at these demos and say, this doesn't make any sense. People, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't understand it. So if anyone can maybe explain in the comment, maybe I'm missing something, please put it in the comments. I'm sure there's a lot of people who really like OpenAI and really dislike me. So I'm sure I'm going to hear from a lot of you. But like, please just try to be, civil and just explain to me what I'm missing about this demo because it makes absolutely zero sense to me. Full disclosure, my grandma died years ago. So if I were to send a message to my grandma, it would be very impressive. Maybe that's the use case that they need, sending messages to the dead grandma in Mandarin Chinese.